Hello everybody. So Nexon just released the Stargazer update just now, and we're going to be reviewing that. And they also released Sia's abilities, so if you guys want to check that out, it'll be in the latter half of this video. So starting things off, the new character Sia is going to be released on June 11th. She is obviously a mage class that uses Int as her main ability. You guys can check the video out. I'll link the description below. So this is just an introduction video on what Sia is and how she plays and her visuals and everything like that. Now moving on, we are going into the Challenger World and Burning events, which also arrive on June 11th. Now I play on Heroic World, so that's like Chronos reboot basically. And usually when these things happen, aka this is like kind of the equivalent of like a Burning World, it only comes out on regular servers or interactive servers. But the coolest thing ever now is that you can actually move those characters into interactive or heroic. So this has never been happened before. So this is a really neat thing to happen. And the neat thing about Challenger World is that you can do Hyperburn Max in these worlds. Now the only issue is that there is a Maplestory exclusive rewards for these. So in theory, it might not be so worth it to Hyperburn Max on this because we're losing out on a lot and we're not getting too much value out of it. But if we get the same thing as Maplestory, then it is 100% valid to Hyperburn Max a character in the Challenger World. Now, I've been talking about this Hyperburn Max. You guys are wondering, oh, what is that? What is Hyperburn Max? Well, here we go now, guys. So Hyperburn Max is faster than ever. You're basically getting 4 bonus level for every 1 you earn. So basically, you're getting 5 levels per level up, which means you will hit 260 so fast, and then you can start your journey in those grandest maps. And if I'm not mistaken, we should be getting 2 Hyperburn Maxes, so you can basically get 2 characters to 260 in no time. So this is a very neat thing, and this is also a very new thing as well. Now moving on, we are going to be, this will also arrive on June 11th. This is just basically the current event that's going to be going on, where we have to do our daily check-ins and the current events, and we get all these rewards that we're going to get. I'll be posting a picture of all the rewards for the Star Banquet as well. And we also get the same things as what we currently have right now, where we get the event stats for like Monster Park EXP, Grandest Daily EXP, and like even like the boss damage and ID buffs and everything like that. So even though the event buffs are about to run out, we can immediately get them back within like a week or two. So that'll be very good for our bossing. Okay, now for the next thing and the next topic we're going to be talking about, these are these changes, or these things have been already noted before, but we're going to go over them again. So these will be arriving on June 11th as well. So skill sequence is a very good quality of life. You basically just put all your buffs on one little sequence like here, and you can have multiple sequences as well. So when you press one button, all these buffs will be popped, so you don't have to individually click them again. Here is a small video on what it looks like to do skill sequence. Now, this is a very good thing in bossing because there are a lot of classes that need a lot of good setups, and sometimes the setup could be a little wonky because of how many buttons you have to press. So this will help those classes that have a lot of buttons to press and buff up before bursting, and it'll just make everyone's life easier during the bosses as well. Moving on, we are going to be talking about the Soul Order conversion. Now, basically, what you want to do with these is that the Erdos that you get, you can either convert them to Feign Soul Energy, like it says here, and then transfer them to your mules that need the energy or struggling to get those energies. And especially for someone who grinds a lot, you guys are going to have an excess amount of these Soul Erda energies. So it's very good if, you know, your mules need the energy to level up the Hexa skills. Or if you guys don't want to do that, there is a new Hexa booster, which is basically the equivalent of the VIP red booster that we get. Or if you proc it, you have a little bit of time to get more EXP and kill those fire mobs. Now, as we all know, there's going to be Arcane River quest improvements and more Arcane symbols from the special content. So we're going to be getting more Arcane River symbols from the dailies and weeklies, so we can finish these content a lot faster, which is very nice. Especially if we don't want to be like arcane symbol gated and whatnot. Now, another big change that is getting released is that skill revamps for all jobs. So Maplestory, as everyone knows, has been a game where it revolves around 3-minute classes and 2-minute classes and like some like 1 minute and some wonky burst classes or like no burst classes. And Nexon released that every class is going to be a 2-minute class, so that is very good to like sync up all the bursts for everyone in the party, and it's easier to make a party on your own as well. But this was supposed to be released, or people were speculating that it was going to be released during the July patch, near when Baldrix will be released. But with this being said, this is basically insinuating that the 2-minute changes are actually getting fast-tracked, which is going to be super, super big and super, super nice. So, yeah, I think we're all just going to be able to enjoy 2-minute classes. We're going to be able to burst more. The parties are going to be a lot more sync, and it'll just be fun overall, and I think that'll be very, very neat to see. Now, there's a world map teleport. It's just, you know, you can basically get around and move around different maps a lot easier, which is nice. UI improvements, we can basically see which NPCs that we need to find, so it's a lot easier to find which NPC you want to find. Another big thing that's coming along is the Genesis weapon liberation improvements. Now, as we all know, the lib process takes 8 months, 8 excruciating months and everything like that of killing Black Mage every single month, whether that be red dot, blue dot, or green dot. Now, the new changes are that you don't need to kill Black Mage at all to lib. And the neat thing is, the time to get your Genesis weapon is even cut significantly. So now, instead of needing 8 months to lib, you only need 3 months if you can solo Lotus Damien, Lucid Will, and all of C10. It has to be solo in order to do it as fast as 3 months. Now, because we don't need to kill BM doesn't mean like you shouldn't be doing BM. Like you should still be doing BM for obviously the drops and the mesos and everything like that. And on top of that, it can make your lib a bit faster as well by a couple weeks, but it is not like so crazy needed, right? But it is nice if you can live a couple weeks faster for sure. So if you guys want to know how fast you can actually live on your current prog, Kobe has a video on that, and he also linked a liberation calculator, so I'll be linking that in the description below if you guys want to figure out like how fast you guys want to live as well. And the keynote for this liberation, so people are going to be wondering, oh, should I do BM before the June 11th patch or after the June 11th patch? Now, in Kobe's video, he suggests that you should be doing BM before the June 11th patch. 99% of the Maple players should be doing that because you get more traces that way. And the only reason why you would want to do it after the June 11th patch is if you are on the first 3 missions. So that includes Von Leon, Magnus, and Arcarium. And you can solo BM, which 99% of the people doesn't fit that criteria. So in general, just do the liberation or do BM before the June 11th patch. Now, we got improved monster park, so we basically get the medal faster. If I'm not mistaken, you can basically get that monster park medal that everyone wants. So instead of doing from Sunday to Monday, you have to do it like basically 77 times to get that monster park badge and everything like that and the medal. Instead, I think it only takes around 3 weeks of MPE, which is super nice, super fast as well. And you can do MPE on 2 characters. Now, we do get less EXP, but this is very good for people who have multiple characters and multiple mains, but maybe not the best for if you're a 1 main Andy and everything like that. Moving on, now we are going to be talking about the stuff that's coming in July. So we get Mastery Core 3 and 4. This will be in July, so people were anticipating that we were going to get it for the June 11th, but now it's kind of confirmed that we're going to be getting in July instead. But honestly, that's better that we're getting the 2-minute changes instead of the Mastery 3, Mastery 4, so that's good as well. We're getting Dave the Diver. Now, I don't know much about this, but I'm sure Kobe has a video on that, and I'll probably, once I figure things out for the Dave the Diver, I'll probably make a video on that as well. And we're getting Ride or Die again. We've had this event before, so there's a lot of love and hate around the Ride or Die event, but I personally liked it, so I'm excited to see and get my Mepe node stones. Okay, so now we're going to be talking about Sia Astelle. It's not going to be a very detailed video on Sia Astelle. I'm just going to go like a very brief and fast summary of everything involved. So everyone knows she is a mage class. She has a unique stellar marking system where you combine several marking skills to activate powerful constellation skills, which means she is gonna be a combo class and everything like that. So it seems like she's gonna have this thing called fusion versus instant activations. Some of her skills will be displayed in this video or on this site, so I'll be linking the site in the description below as well. And so basically the biggest thing about Sia is that in Maplestory M, because Sia is originally a Maplestory M class, she was a very big support class. But now Nexon just did a full 360, and now she's going to be an actual DPS class instead of a support class. So that'll be very, very nice to see. Everyone was like on the fence of like, oh, if she's coming to global, she's going to be like a really good support, etc, etc. But now this is more fun, you know, being able to do damage on her. So I can't wait to see a lot of the bossing. I personally will be playing Sia at the beginning. I'm not going to main her or anything like that, but I will make a video on her skills and how to play her and like how the bossing feels on her. So that'll be very, very fun. Now, the biggest thing is that this link that everyone was talking about, this new little system for a 6-shop system, everyone was talking about it being introduced and kind of replacing, you know, Legion champions, which is false. But now people are speculating that Sia is the only one that's going to get link because the wording is a very wonky, because it says it's designed for Sia Astelle. So people are just assuming now that Sia Astelle is the only one that's going to get link, which will be kind of a unique system. I don't know too much about the system yet since it hasn't come out yet or everything like that, but I'll be probably making a video on the link system and how to utilize it in the near future. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys made it to the end, please leave a like and comment. This is actually my first Maplestory video that I made, so it would be greatly appreciated if you guys gave me some feedback on what I could do better or if I should be posting more videos like this. So once again, thank you guys, and I'll see you guys in the future videos.